Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Apeks Nitrox XL4 Complete Regulator. So this contains the DB4 Nitrox first stage, the Nitrox Flexi hose, and a Nitrox XL4 second stage. So this is the Nitrox version, and it's really super obvious because of the green and yellow coloration. So you can't mix it up if you have the standard XL4. So if you're using like accelerated decompression and you have a really high concentration of nitrox on a certain stage cylinder, it's really obvious that this is the regulator for it. So these are nitrox clean all the way up to 100%. They're made in a really clean environment using special greases and special O-rings that are suited for higher concentrations of oxygen. So taking a closer look at the first stage, so the DB4 is kind of an upgraded version of the DS4, which is tried and tested. It's been around for a long time, and it's very tough, compact little first stage, sorry. This has a couple improvements over that. The first one is this overmolded sort of cap. So this acts as an environmental seal to stop water and contaminants from getting inside the working parts of the first stage. It also acts as a bumper, so if it gets bashed around, it's not going to damage the first stage. This is all sort of tough rubber. Underneath that is the other real improvement, and this is a big heat sink all the way around there. So that just absorbs kind of warmth from the water around you and just slowing ice from building up and improving cold water performance. So the first stage has 4 low pressure ports and 1 high pressure port. So the high pressure port only comes out of one side, and then you get 2 low pressure ports coming out of each other side. So it's a very minimalized first stage. It's great for single cylinder diving. You can use a pair of them for twins, or it's great for just a stage cylinder because the hoses can just route out of one side. Because it's the Nitrox version, it will come with an M26 thread on the DIN wheel. From that, we have Apex's Nitrox Clean Flexi hose. So a flexi braided hose, lighter and more flexible than a traditional rubber hose. And you get these sort of green little hose protectors as well. Again, just to make it really obvious which one you're using. Standard sort of thread on that, so you can swap that out with any traditional size regulator hose if you want to lengthen the hose or shorten it for whatever reason. And then we move into the XL4 second stage. So this is a really compact little lightweight second stage. It started life, it's basically a micron or a flight second stage, but with a few little tweaks and improvements on it, as well as the styling. Again, you've got all the green coloration, so it's really obvious which second stage it is that you're about to use. The first sort of purge button, so this is a self-flushing purge button. All of that sort of Apeks logo is your purge button. It's really tactile, and it's because it's pneumatically balanced, you get plenty of gas. The first stage itself is overbalanced, so actually the deeper down you go, the more gas it can give you. So even if you do get in trouble and your buddy gets in trouble, it can deliver plenty of gas even at depth. But to purge it, press anywhere on that purge button, and that's going to sort of flush out that regulator. So it has a adjustable venturi. This is ergonomic. It's really compact and really easy to find, even with thicker gloves. So especially if it's a stage cylinder that you're putting this on, you can just put it in the on position, and it's going to interrupt free flows before they really get any worse. And then you can flick it off if you want slightly better airflow. So the exhaust tee is flexible. Unlike others that are a rigid material, this is flexible, so even if it does get bashed around, it won't crack or break, it's just going to bend, but it will still sort of push those bubbles away from your face, away from your mask, so you can still see nice and clear and breathe normally. So the mouthpiece is their ComfoBite mouthpiece. So this is a lot shorter than most mouthpieces. and that's going to help reduce jaw fatigue, as well as the lightweight sort of compact little second stage. It's not going to be sort of weighing down. The actual shape of the mouthpiece itself and this little bridge that goes over the top of your mouth, that just means that you don't have to bite down on the mouthpiece quite as hard just to hold it in position. That way you don't get jaw fatigue, it doesn't start aching even after long dives. It's very, very comfortable. And you also have a reusable cable tie. So instead of having to sort of cut the old one off, put a new mouthpiece on and then fit another cable tie and then cut it down to size, this one you can just unclip, put a new mouthpiece on, and you reuse the same clip over and over again. So that's a really useful little feature. Okay, so if you are diving high concentrations of nitrox over sort of 40%, then this is a really nice little regulator. It's lightweight, so you can still travel with it, but it's cold water rated, so you can use it at home. This is the Apeks Nitrox XL4 Regulator. Thanks for watching. Safe diving.
We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.